Okay, personally, I think we need to start giving lectures or taking lessons individually on human behavior in a realistic world, like in this realistic world that we all live in specific societies, as well as in an unrealistic world, an unrealistic setting, a confined space such as Big Brother's house. Yeah. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, but see, sometimes it baffles me how people think. And most of the time, I'm really torn between if that is how people really think, or it's all just about stanship culture as we usually see, every season of Big Brother. We know that once the stands are out for any new season, their opinions and perceptions go left. Yeah. However, guys, I don't know. It's just really baffling. It's really baffling. And I'm going to tell you why I'm in such a fix this morning, all right? It all stems from the aftermath of Big Brother's verdict to Ashley and Bonnibee last night. I mean, I did not expect any different. People were enraged. People were really upset that the girls are still in the house, especially the South African viewing community. We're still upset that the girls are still in the house. For them, the girls should have been disqualified. Even inside the house, Nate felt like the girls should have been disqualified. We're going to talk about Nate's role in all of this on Saturday. Not yet, all right? I want you to marinate properly. We're going to talk about it on Saturday, yeah. But as I was saying, bulk of the viewership, they were not happy with Big Brother's verdict. For me, I felt like Big Brother's verdict to some extent was fair, but not entirely fair. And I shed a bit of light on why I felt it wasn't, complete, right? I did not use the word unfair. I said it wasn't really complete, because I felt like Big Brother should have also addressed the issue of bullying in the house, and it makes for a very interesting study how people tend to magnify a particular issue that plagues society and then trivializes another issue. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. Now, I'm not saying the issue of grape is not serious, that people should not focus on it. That's not my point. But my point is, aside the issue of grape, even though it is more like the most common issue in the society, there are several other issues in the society that also, causes severe trauma for the victims and also causes a very, very negative impact in their lives in the long run. We talk about people that have been, bullied. Sometimes the way it alters their life, the way it alters how they interact with other humans in society, guys, it's all, I think most of the time it's even just as severe as how the victims of grape, also react. I don't know if I'm making sense, ladies and gentlemen, but this is conversation for another day. On this video, we're going to focus on the aftermath of Big Brother's verdict to Ashley and Bonnibee. Yeah. As I mentioned before, people are still quite enraged, but not to focus much on the outside, focusing on the inside now. There seems to be some sort of ostracization, if I got that right, yes, some sort of ostracization in the house. There's a section of the housemates that are now intending to ostracize Bonnibee based on all what they watched during Big Brother's verdict last night. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, just as expected, it is the Nate clique, the people they call the news anchor, spearheaded by Nate, Sipali, and the rest. I mentioned in my previous video that after Big Brother read out his verdict, Ashley was quite upset. She felt marginalized. She felt like Big Brother was not fair at all. Yes. But she just needed to apologize. She needed to apologize. And so she had done that. She had done that because I think it also turned out that at the point she was speaking to Sweet Gulliver, she was still quite enraged. And so when she had referred to Kayb as Grape Girl, it was something that just slipped out of her mouth. So she had gone ahead to apologize to Kayb. Kayb was still surrounded by her friends. And she had also further explained that it wasn't like she premeditated doing whatever she did or saying whatever she did. That for her, it was all retaliation. And then the same thing she had explained to Big Brother during her diary session, she had explained to them that for her, it's retaliation. If you hurt me, I'm going to try as much as possible to hurt you back to the same degree that you have hurt me, you know, that it's all about the provocation. If you provoke her, what you expect her to do, that was her own way of fighting back. That was her own way of retaliating, you know. But regardless, she accepts that what she said, what she did was wrong, and she apologizes for it. And it wasn't like she was actually agreeing with what Bonnibee had said, you know, the intention to use what Kayb had said, you know, against her in the game. So she was apologizing, but even though she was apologizing, you could tell that she was still quite upset, but she just had to apologize, you know, for the optics. But while she was speaking, Mandy was now interjecting. And guys, this is one annoying freaking thing that Mandy Hagan does. You know, she doesn't want to allow people speak. She's always freaking interjecting. It's very annoying. So she was doing the same thing to Ashley. You know, like, it felt like she was trying to cause an argument, like kind of defending Kayb, that type of thing. I mean, which is kind of expected because, of course, she's Kayb's friend, you know. But guys, see, at that point in time, I just like, Mandy, just shut up. Just shut up. But anyways, Ashley had apologized and had left. Now, I'd mentioned on my previous video as well that immediately after that whole affair, that's Big Brother's verdict, we did not see Bonnibee's immediate reaction. The cameras did not show us Bonnibee's immediate reaction. So we could not tell how she was feeling immediately after receiving a strike and a punishment and all of that, you know, all of that that happened. You know, so it was after all these things that had happened inside the house that the cameras now moved to the smoking area of the garden to show us Bonnibee and her friends, Mata and Nsuku. Yes. Now, at that point in time, you could tell that Bonnibee was pretty much overwhelmed. Yes, but that she was crying before, I don't know. Some of the housemates speculated that they had seen her crying and she had said she wanted to go home. Yes, and she was one even saying it. So I don't know how true that was because the cameras did not show anything to us immediately after that whole verdict reading. Yes, but Bonnibee was saying to her friends that she's quite emotional, she's overwhelmed, that she needs comfort, and they were holding her hands, they were comforting her, and she was explaining that the truth is she wants to apologize, but she doesn't know how the apology will come off as now. You know, because on that video, it was shown that just yesterday, Ashley had asked her if she wanted to apologize, and she had said no. That at that time, she was still upset about the whole matter, but now she wants to apologize, but then she doesn't know how people will take it. That's the housemates, especially because they will feel like, they probably would make it look like, oh, is it because they've now exposed the whole thing on TV, now you want to apologize? And because there's tension in the house, you know, everybody is all, you know, the mood was not right. So she said she was going to leave it till tomorrow, that's today, to have a one-on-one conversation with Kayb and apologize to her. But for now, her emotions are all over the place. She knows that Kayb is still in a mood and she doesn't just want to aggravate the whole situation. So that was what she has said. Bonnibee had explained it that way. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, just as expected, the internet went wild. A lot of people were angry. Like, hey, she's not even remorseful. Why can't she go apologize immediately? She's not even remorseful. Oh my God, she should have been disqualified. People were, you know, people were just getting mad on social media. And guys, quite frankly, I was exasperated. See, I was exasperated. I was exasperated because, see, for me, however way you want to see it, for me, it's double standards. It is. So it's like people choose what to excuse and then they crucify what they cannot comprehend. Because make it make sense. When something happens to a person, people say, oh, you cannot dictate how a victim reacts to a situation or turns out in a situation. But when it comes to someone else that they possibly do not really like or understand, they say, no, they begin to dictate that no, she should have gone to apologize immediately. Ashley apologized immediately. Even though Ashley was still defending herself, Bonnibee should have apologized immediately. And I'm like, okay, not to sound like I'm defending anybody, but do people now actually see the concept of how different people are? That one person can decide to apologize immediately in the midst of that chaos and tension, but another person, because of how different they are, they can now decide that, okay, I want the whole situation to diffuse, and then in our own quiet time, I will go and apologize. People now see that indeed human beings are different, and people really react differently to situations. Sometimes you expect people to react in a certain way, but because they are not you, they're not going to do what you would do in that particular situation. They will react how they will react, how they have learned how to react over time in their life, how their life's experiences have taught them how to react. People now see how unique we are in our own ways. Also with life experiences, upbringing and all whatnot, contributed to our upbringing. Do people now see that? Definitely not. I don't think people still see that. And this is where it gets me confused. If it is stanship culture that is at play here, or if it's just, I don't know, what is it exactly? Do we need to start running online classes for education of human behavior in a confined space and in a realistic world? Like, guys, what is it? And once again, let me put out this disclaimer. This is not me defending either Ashley or Bonnibee, but ladies and gentlemen, can we look at the situation for what it is and call a spade a spade? Yes, Bonnibee should apologize, because according to Big Brother, it is a serious issue in the South African society. It would not look good if she does not apologize. It would make her come off as a very insensitive person to the situation. So ladies and gentlemen, I was just following all the drama inside the house and outside the house last night. Even this morning, it continued, and I just wish this housemate would stop talking about that situation. But the thing is, they will not, because at the end of the day, remember, it's a competition. And at the moment, a lot of these housemates they are thriving on this situation. They are thriving on this drama because now there are two people to demonize, to villainize. So they're going to use and overuse that situation to their own advantage, as they had been doing since last week, so that these people will be completely removed from the show to pave their way in the game. That's what's going on at the moment inside the house. Now, as I said on my previous video, I have a lot to say, but I'm going to save it for Saturday. I already have like a robust outline of the many things I want to say, because still, as I mentioned on my previous video, Kayb is not a saint in this whole drama. Yes, she is a victim in a grave situation. When we talk about all of those issues that Big Brother outlined from the rule book, the issue of victimization, provocation, bullying, goading. I mean, when we talk about goading, let's not forget that Mandy Hagan goaded Nsuku on Saturday night non-stop. And we all laughed about it. We had fun about it, right? But we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it for now till Saturday. But in the meantime, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below about all I have shared on this video. All right, go ahead and share, and I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Thanks for watching, and have an amazing day. Bye.